My name's Neil. Um, this is my story. I kind of grew up in a Christian home my whole life. I grew up going to church every Sunday. About when I was 5 or 6 years old, in vacation Bible school, the teacher of the Bible school gave us worksheets to do with boxes to check off. And being the little kid I was, I really didn't care, and I guess I was just in a hurry, and I just checked random things. And I guess one of the boxes I checked was a salvation box. So I checked it, and later the teacher pulled me aside and prayed with me. And then that next Sunday in church, my parents came up to me and said, "Neil, why didn't you tell us the good news?" And I was like, "What good news?" And they were like, "You got saved." And I was like, "What do you mean I got saved?" And just from then on, I believed I was saved. I remember I really hated going to church. I hated getting up early to go, and I never paid attention in church, never paid attention in Sunday school. And then as I got older, I got more involved with church. I was involved with the praise team. I went on missions trips. But looking back, I kind of think I was living a double life. Outside of church, I wasn't living like a Christian should live. I wasn't a bad kid, I just was living in darkness. It wasn't until after I got here to Radford, I came upon a verse, Luke 9:23. Jesus says, "If anybody wants to come with me, he must deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me." And there's just something about that verse that made me look at my life, and I would never follow Jesus. I never surrendered to his lordship, and I was living for myself, for my own glory. All those times I was on mission trips, those times I was on the praise team, that wasn't for God's glory, that was for my glory. I was living in darkness and not his light, so I just kind of threw up my hands, and I was like, "You know what, God, I surrender, and I'm going to live by your will, not my own." And ever since then, right after that, I had to stop and I prayed, and God, what do you want me to do with my life? God sent his son Jesus on the cross to die for me, and I don't deserve that. I deserve to be on that cross, but yet Jesus died for me anyway. And it's just a joyful feeling knowing that I am forgiven, and I know I'll fall, but Jesus is always right there to pick me back up. What's your story?